Adderleys on YouTube and tell me all about the jungle. I need to know. See you in a minute.
Rings on my fingers,
Rings on my fingers and bells on my toes.
These are just some of the things that we go. Oh, bum, ding, bum, bum, ding, bum, ba, ding, ding.
Oh,
Bum,
Mother
bum, ding, bum.
Kintyre, the wind howling in the Mother Kintyre.
Flipping
How are we all?
They've let us out of the asylum tonight.
We just did a review 10 minutes ago on here for The Undoing, and we just realised that, of course, we didn't see Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. So, how was it? What happened?
Oh, hang on a minute. We're not even looking at the proper screen yet. 1 minute, guys. You'll be with us in a second.
Mall of Kintyre, when wind came ringing now.
What was this?
A sea
Hang on.
of desire.
Do you remember this? Bum, 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 baya, bum, 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 baya.
I do. What was it?
It was Paul McCartney's frog song.
No,
you've
you've
gone into Edelweiss.
Ladle
I also
Weiss.
was Ladle in a vice.
Edelweiss. Was here a horror.
I used to think it was so bizarre when thousands of the children all lined up, and I'd think, what have they done? Nothing other than just have things constantly.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Maddie's live on Instagram.
Shit, get off here, go
and
there.
watch her instead. Go and listen to her singing.
I'm going to paint my nail red. Bum, bum,
Oh,
bum.
John was so scared he was physically sick. Was he sick again? How was he? Edelweiss.
Well, you find us
Edelweiss.
idle, and God, it's hard putting nail varnish on a nail, isn't it? You find us idle. What's a Billy Idol song?
Oh God, I don't know.
Come on, give us a Billy Idol song, someone.
I can give you a Susie Quattro.
Oh, go on, Susie Quattro. She was
I
great.
can't remember what.
That's not very good, is it? Look, I've stuck my finger in some.
Oh, he wasn't sick, but what did you? A white wedding.
It's just
a wedding.
we start with great gusto, but we don't know what the fuck we're
And then we
singing.
immediately hit a wall.
It's time for a white wedding. It's not white wedding.
Yes, it is.
It's not. What is it? Is it white wedding? It's time for a holiday.
Somebody said, did you read Michelle Obama's Insta post? Is it something very striking? Hang on, I follow her.
Gotta do
But
what
she
you
never
say
pops up. It's really annoying.
I remember years and years ago interviewing John Bon Jovi at Wembley Stadium. He was lovely. I mean, I'm not a John Bon Jovi fan, but he was lovely. He was very small as well, with a lot of hair. Just watching The Undoing episode 4, Anna Freddie.
Wow, she's come right off the fence.
What fence? What's she said?
She's talking about everything that's happened.
With what?
But what do you think?
Trump.
Ray? Can you? I'll tell you what. Take a guess.
Why are you being so horrible?
Because you're being a complete and utter ring donut.
That isn't a ring donut thing. Rebel yell, rebel yell. How's that go? Rebel yell. Can someone do the rhythm? Well, I haven't read it and I can't read it because you're reading it. So do enlighten us.
She says, this week I've been reflecting a lot on where I was 4 years ago.
Oh.
Hillary Clinton had just been dealt a tough loss by a far closer margin than the one we've seen this year.
Oh.
I was hurt and disappointed, but the votes had been counting and Donald Trump had won.
Oh.
The American people had spoken, and one of the great responsibilities of the presidency is to listen when they do. So my husband and I instructed our staff to do what George and Laura Bush had done for us.
Erin.
Run a respectful, seamless transition of power, one of the hallmarks of American democracy. She's so classy. We invited the folks from the President-elect's team into our offices and prepared detailed memos for them, offering what we'd learned over the past 8 years. Guess what's coming? I have to be honest and say that none of this was easy for me.
Thanks,
Donald
Molly
Trump
Williams.
had spread racist lies about my husband that had put my family in danger. She's never spoken like this. I've got goosebumps. That wasn't something I was ready to forgive, but I knew that for the sake of our country, I had to find the strength and maturity to put my anger aside. So I welcomed Melania Trump into the White House and talked with her about my experience, answering every question she had, from the heightened scrutiny that comes with being the First Lady to what it's like to raise kids in the White House.
Okay, and
Wow.
well, that's very
And
obviously.
on.
There's a lot more. There's a lot
Well, no,
more.
there's not a lot.
No. But
There's not a lot more.
Well, there's
You
a
read
bit,
the next
There's
bit.
a bit more.
Let's read the next bit.
I knew in my heart it was the right thing to do because our democracy is so much bigger than anybody's
It's
ego.
giving me goosebumps.
Our love of country requires us to respect the results of an election even when we don't like them or wish it had gone differently. The presidency doesn't belong to any one individual or any one party. To pretend that it does, to play along with those groundless conspiracy theories, is to put our country's health and security in danger. This isn't a game, so I want to urge all Americans, especially our nation's leaders, regardless of party, to honour the electoral process and encourage a smooth transition,
Wow.
just as sitting presidents have done throughout our history. I mean, I think it's going to happen. I think
That's
it's
very
It is
powerful,
very
I
powerful.
think.
It is very powerful.
Because when somebody doesn't just blab, I mean, I recently watched her documentary and I just fell completely in love with her. She's such a classy woman. And I think the time is perfect for that, you know.
Yeah, really good. Sorry, you caught me on the
Apparently,
hoof. because that's-
Melania was very, very shocked at how Michelle showed her around the White House and everything. But she's not affording... She's not going to afford the same respect to Jill Biden.
My biggest shock, and I've said it many times, is the way she savaged with a chainsaw the orchard of trees.
Well, we always hear this, but do you think that's true?
No,
I
apparently.
don't think
Listen
that's
to me
kind
now
of
and listen.
true.
Look, I had to do a big gear change there towards a really meaningful Instagram from Michelle Obama whilst I was negotiating the lyrics to Rebel Yell. Okay?
Well
I
done.
almost had them, and now they've flown up. With a rebel yell, we say, ma, ma, ma. With a rebel.
I'm still bathing in the goldenness.
No, it's a
of
golden
Michelle Obama.
bathing thing. Well, she's kind of done a rebel yell, hasn't she?
She really has.
It's
I
a
think
rebel
it's
yell.
A very meaningful moment.
Lockdown is hard, says Jodie. You should have that emblazoned on your forehead. Sorry I messed that up for you, Mark, but I needed to let you know, Lucy Heaney. Rebel yell! Guys, can you get Mark and Nadia's attention? I'm really struggling with a friendship, Josh Dobbs, and my mental health is deteriorating. Please get there. Oh, Josh, you're struggling with a friendship and your mental health is deteriorating. Go and have a little listen to the chat that I did earlier in the week. It's not going to resolve anything. It's not going to resolve anything, but it might help you feel a sense of, because I talk about a lot of what people are saying to me back in that live, and it might just help you feel like you're not on your own in your feelings. If you can't phone another friend, someone very close to me at the moment is really struggling with a friendship issue. And it's really hard. It's really hard when you're, especially someone like me who actively isn't
Well,
too
love is
sociable.
love, you know, and if it's like we tend to
grief.
give more store
Yeah.
to when it's a relationship and somebody's having trouble. But oh my God, the pain of a friendship, you know, in trouble is it's deep. It can be very deep.
But we're sending you our thoughts, and
Yeah.
Josh, we're thinking of you, and you know, I'm pleased that you've reached out. If you do send a private message, again, unless it flies through the Instagram system, we'll have to try and find your message. It's quite hard. But you know, if failing that, again, do talk to the Samaritans or to any other sort of emergency. Mind, Anxiety UK, they all have emergency helplines and things like that. And I'm not too sure how old you are again, Josh, but if you're in the teenage area, Childline is there, isn't it, for anyone who's struggling with friendships as well?
No, Josh is older.
Josh is older, no, I know. But for anyone else who might be. Gutter Flower 89, I had a friend who defriended me and cut me off out of her life because she said I was too anxious for her. Yeah, well, look, Josh, the other thing is I lost a whole swathe of friends when I stopped drinking. And you could argue, I could have gone back out, that it was just too dangerous for me to actually maintain those friendships. So, there's nothing more heartbreaking than feeling you have a really meaningful friendship with someone. And for whatever purposes or whatever reasons, suddenly it seems to be paper thin, the structure for it, the foundations for it, and you're left thinking, well, hang on a minute, how does that make me reflect on all the experiences we had together? So, I know this is cutting into a sort of light-hearted chit-chat, but, don't for a minute, don't think we all have these experiences, and we have to sit with some really difficult emotions, and it is about being able to try and maybe reach out to other friends or other people, family, or as I say, do go and check out. There's a mental health chat that I did several days ago, and we talk about
really good.
lots of things there. It's quite a comforting zone just to kind of listen to me wittering on, but you know, I do
Witter.
I do try and witter and embrace and involve everyone else's comments too. A lot of people, Josh, sorry to move on, but a lot of people are asking about your dentist trip, Nads. How was it?
I'm so glad I went. So glad I went. Because nothing was as... But I have got to have root canal. He said it would cost about £800 to £1,000. Not with him. I have to go to a specialist root canal person. But I thought I had gum disease because my gums are receding and I was so worried. And I haven't at all. I imagined he was going to say, my God, you've hardly got any teeth left. But I have. But why I'm getting pain when I eat sesame seeds is because I've got a crack in my back tooth.
That'll be it. Dawny Harvey, hello, my darling. She says, sometimes things and friends change for the greater good. To have a few good friends is better than 100 acquaintances. Very good for Josh there. And also, obviously, your line, those who mind don't matter, those who matter don't mind, may be appropriate. I don't know what the finer details are.
I think sometimes it can be really hard, and we've got a friend that's going through this at the minute, as Mark said. To break up with friends, because you don't want to lose those numbers. Because there is a thing about the numbers, isn't there? But yet you know that they're not right for you. It's really, really hard. It takes such courage. So, yeah.
Shared Abuse says, I used to be a dental nurse, 800 is daylight robbery.
Really?
There you go.
But this guy is a specialist.
Yeah, right.
My dentist, he doesn't do it. He gave me 3 different people.
Maybe he's a gateway dentist. Maybe he's a gateway dentist. Maybe he's the really nice guy they trot out to lure you in, and then they send you to round the back.
Yeah, but I've got a crown on it.
They send you around the back to some guy who's standing there with an enormous effing chainsaw that chopped down the trees for Melania. I can see it all. The dentist you're going to end up seeing is Melania's orchard chopper. It's going to be a disaster, babe.
No!
And we're going to... The beautiful Nadia Sawalha we all know and love off the telly is going to have no teeth.
Can't believe it. He
Imagine
said to me,
Nanny Thelma
he said, you know, I think you need a bit of root canal. I went, how about we just pull the tooth out? I said, I'm hearing the equivalent to go to Las Vegas here. And he went, about 800,000. Oh, God, I could go on holiday for that.
Oh, look, by contrast, Vicky says, I work in a dental lab, and that's right, about £800,000.
Yeah, not 800,000.
Did he say anything about your smelly breath?
Aww.
You don't really. She
You
doesn't.
say that, and that ends up being a bloody Mail Online bloody thing.
She doesn't. She actually...
Why do you think you're funny? Who's told you you're funny? Mark, you're being really, really disgusting. What are you sniffing?
I put some lips.
Yeah, but you look really weird. You're going...
I'm not, I just...
People don't know you're sniffing lipstick.
do.
And anyway, sniffing lipstick is weird.
It's not lipstick, it's nail varnish. But people saw me painting my nail varnish.
Mark,
it's
people
all right.
don't remember. And people have arrived...
Hang on a minute. Are you suggesting everyone here's a goldfish? My mum walked into the garden the other day, having said something. When I went out and told her what she'd said, she said, what did you just say? She didn't remember it. She's walking around. She's forever happy with what's going on. I've got a couple of bits of news which are really bizarre. We've got the brilliant news that a second vaccine has landed, guys. Guys, can you all hit the thumbs up icon first if you think this is good news, that the Moderna second vaccine, 94.5% efficacy. Hit the thumbs up if you
We've only got 87. Hang on a minute. There's
what's
800
going
people
on?
watching here. Come
What's
on.
going on?
We never let you down. Every night we're here.
Yeah,
Every
we're here
morning
every
we're
night.
here. Hit that up.
I'm actually pedaling to get the electrics going.
No, this is great news, guys. This is a time for cheer. We've got a second
vaccine.
And the good news about it is it can be kept in a normal freezer and a normal fridge, not at minus 70. It can go in the smeg.
Keep it in the smeg, guys.
Now, there was a lot online today about our government not having bought any of the Moderna. They've since secured 2.5 million.
That's a quick deal,
but
isn't it?
to be honest, to be fair, there are so many, and there are so many vaccines. I think there were about 8 or 9, weren't there, that were all running very close together. They couldn't buy from every single one. So it was a bit of a gamble who's going to hit first. But of course, we've got the Oxford vaccine coming. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, guys.
You can see it. How far is it?
It's over there. I can see it. Like a pinhole of light.
Hang on.
Look. It's absolutely extraordinary.
Hearken, baby. I can see it at
I
the end
can
of
see
the
a pinhole
railway
of
track.
light, and I believe it's a double vaccine.
Is that the sun rising over that
It's
corner?
the sun rising and it's happiness bubbling.
It's happening, babies. It's coming.
This is happening. this is Modena. It's really exciting. We have ordered some. 2.5 million. So that's really good news. I now want you all to hit the most expressive and creative emojis in the chat, in the live chat area. Just flood it with emojis, baby.
With something you're feeling.
Just flood it.
Whatever you're feeling. Let's see your feeling.
I want to feel it flow over me.
Feeling. Got the feeling. What is it?
Don't know, babe. I literally don't. I want to be with you. What?
It's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's a feeling.
It's not feeling. They don't say feeling. It's
What is it? Oh, no, they
Can
go.
you feel it?
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? We're feeling it. We're seeing Christmas trees. We're seeing hearts. We're seeing broken hearts.
If we turn the lights off and put eyes up really close up to the emojis, it's like strobes. Look at that. I'm with the in crowd.
My rash. No, I'm not showing an emoji. I'm showing me rash.
She's rash dancing. Can you feel it? Can you feel the rash?
Can you feel it?
Now, the weirdest, guys.
I love the emojis.
You were brilliant.
You were fantastic.
Look at that, trees dancing,
We've got
eyes,
everything.
mouths, a few aubergines doing weird things.
I feel
Great.
like you're partying with us now.
It's lovely having you all here.
Do you know what? I think we should make a little dance that people can do at home at the end of lives and the beginning of lives.
What, a choreographed dance? Yeah, but darling, yours is always a bit kind of birdie dance. What's it called? The chicken dance? What's it called?
That's the chicken dance, and I never do it.
Baby, do jazz hands.
You do the sausage dance.
You shouldn't be telling people about that. I only ever do that on a Saturday night. Guys, hit more thumbs up. That's shit! It's shit! And my eyebrow's going up. Look! Come on, get us to 300. Before I
what's the
tell
other
you,
news?
I have got some fantastically strange, bizarre news. Right. Ryan Reynolds looks like someone we're really close to. And we love.
Who?
Miss Beckinsale, doesn't she? Ryan, have you not seen that?
Oh, yes!
She called this up on one of the chat
Yes,
shows in
so
America.
funny, we saw that on
They are separated at birth. It's bizarre. Anyway, well, Ryan Reynolds, who every time I see Ryan Reynolds, I now think of Kate Beckinsale, has bought and is part owner of Wrexham Football Club in Wales. This is the most bizarre story. Ryan Reynolds is now co-owner of 5th Division team Wrexham. Yes, that Ryan Reynolds. He and fellow actor Rob McElhenney, of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fame, which is a TV series that Maddie introduced me to, had their bid to take over the club approved by 90% of Wrexham supporters.
I love that. What a quirk.
As Wrexham supporters, we would like to wish them the very best of luck in charge of our football club. Isn't it bizarre? It's an unusual investment that Ryan Reynolds has made. We all now care. Look, they've even posted messages about it. Ryan added, we are humbled and we're already getting to work. Holy shit, this is really happening.
How much money do you think he gave them?
I don't know.
How much does a football club cost?
I don't know. But anyway, I think Ryan Reynolds might change the fortunes of Wrexham. I remember Wrexham. I had Wrexham football team. Does anyone remember Sabutio football? I've just realised. Nad's birthday. They've relaunched Sabutio.
Why did you tell me this on a Monday night when it's your birthday on a Friday? You've given me no guidance at all as to what to get you for your birthday.
I've just given you guidance.
Why did you leave it so late?
Put a plug in it. Put a sock in it. Put something in it, for God's sake. So anyway, I just thought that was really... Loved Sabutio Gutter Flower. Used to play it with your dad.
Do you think Trump's going to get really annoyed about Michelle Obama posting that?
There's not a lot he can do, really, Trump, can he? All he can do is lock the door and refuse to come out.
So what does this mean, this Moderna vaccine for 2.5 million in April? Does that mean in April 2.5 million people will be taking it, or it's leaving
no, it just means that we've got enough to inoculate 2.5 million. I don't quite know how effective that is. I mean, maybe we're just going to have a potpourri, a sort of mix.
Okay, this is what I want to know. What
Pick a mix.
percentage of our 65 million are vulnerable? Have we ever? We must have had that figure at some point.
Yeah, yes, you'd think we have.
Because surely once all the vulnerable are vaccinated, then we can all just go about our business.
Oh, look, they don't hit the thumbs up until the end because it closes the chat and takes a while to restore. Didn't know that.
Oh, I never knew
Gabrielle
that.
Bananas.
Thank you, Wendy Stewart.
Thank you, Wendy Stewart. You've asked lots of questions that unfortunately I don't have the statistics at the end of my fingertips. I do have some nail varnish at the end of my fingertips, though. What would you like? Would you like any other information I might be able to offer you?
0%, says Xander Gibb.
0%. Well, that's helpful.
Xander, stop being silly.
Xander, you're being naughty now.
Being silly.
Brexit boss David Frost tells PM to prepare to shake on deal early next week. Oh, that's kind of big. I think, can I be Mr. Optimist? I'm going to tell you something straight and I'm going to tell you something proud. Trump is going to finally acquiesce and go, all right, guys, all right, look, all right,
Yeah,
have
and
that.
then
But no, he's going to come back in 4 years. But for 4 years, he's not going to be there. So give him 4 years. Right, number one. We've got vaccines coming out of our left, right and centres. We're going to have more vaccines than we've got people.
And we know what to do.
We're going to have so many vaccines, we're going to have to use our SMEG fridge as storage. Okay?
Do we know if any of these vaccines are long-term or are they yearly?
Well, none of us know because we've only
they
been in
don't
it for
know
9
that,
months, haven't we? So we've got vaccines. I also think we're going to get a good Brexit deal. I think we're going to get a soft Brexit. I think it's going to happen. I feel the Maastricht Treaty thing coming on again. I feel like next week they're suddenly going to say,
to be
we've
honest, I
struck a
don't
deal.
know what a soft Brexit is.
Well, it sort of involves a lot of pillows, lots of
Mark, stop being
cushions,
silly.
and it means that you fall asleep when you talk about it.
Softly.
Just means I think we'll have a free trade deal with Europe. I think we'll have a fluid trade relationship. I mean, let's face it, Europe needs to trade with us as much as we need to trade with Europe. We can keep the whole Irish thing put together. I personally think by December the 2nd, everything in our lives in Britain, Brexit, COVID, everything could be sorted.
In what, when?
2nd of December.
Mark, stop being silly.
I'm not. Watch this space.
It's not going to be sorted by the 2nd of December.
Crunch week
You mean
is next
you
week for
will
Brexit.
know where we're heading?
Trump will have finally acquiesced and abdicated.
We'll all still be bloody socially.
There'll still be COVID. Yeah, I mean the one slight fly in the ointment, and I have put it in the title tonight, is the talk of tears for Christmas. Are we going to be having tears at Christmas?
We are. Anyone that thought we weren't going to have tears for Christmas
I
is
think we're going to be able to run around with gay
We're
abandon.
going to have tears.
Oh, really? Mark is hopeful. I am. It's not often that I am hopeful.
Oh, hang on. MeTube's got an idea.
Oh, where are we? Me too. It's more likely we get something like Norway deal, but it'll be next year when negotiations are reopened. Yeah, but we're not going to crash out. It's not going to be a cluster F, and you know what I mean. Apparently, Mandy's voice is so gorgeous on. We're not allowed to say anything about her life.
No, we're not allowed to even watch
We're not
it.
even allowed to tell you to go
So
there.
annoying.
But look, we're going to end now. Go
We
there.
said we're going to have to start another Instagram so we can watch her anonymous.
I literally hesitated over it as the popcorn junkies to go and watch
No,
it.
the
She's
people would have known.
No.
Night, guys.
Oh,
It's been
guys.
lovely spending time with
I don't want to
you.
go because as soon as this stops, she stops talking to me. She goes back on her phone.
Oh, shut up. No, don't.
Sing another song. Let me give you. And we're just going to start you off with something. Here we go.
Walking down the street. Get the funniest looks from
Everyone I meet. Hey, with the monkeys. You gave me the bucket around. A big chip,